Hey bitches, welcome to episode 54 of Roll for Girl Dinner, where we let the dice answer the age-old question, what should we have for dinner? Today we'll be using these dice. These are my dice. I call them girl dice. Now let's get started with a roll for protein. 9. Bacon. Today we'll be using the leftover bacon that I have in my fridge that we're just going to microwave right up. Next up, let's roll for some cheese. 2. Pepper jack. Today we'll be using Tillamook pepper jack cheese, and I think this is going to go fantastically. So far, no notes. Now it's time to roll for some vegetables. That's going to be a 4 for green beans and a 6 for sugar snap peas. Well, I guess it's a pretty green day for the plate. I hear that's not easy, or something like that. Moving on to the roll for carrier. 2. Bell pepper. I've been pretty excited for this one. Unfortunately, in the bag that I got of mini bell peppers, I only had orange, and those are my least favorite. Now let's roll for some Razzle Dazzle. That's going to be a 1 for no Razzle or Dazzle, and a 19 for radish kimchi. Today we'll be using this Jonga radish kimchi that I got at Costco, and if you ever see this, just buy it. You'll want it. It's great. Time to get saucy with the roll for sauce. 1. No sauce. There's your 1. Even so, we can zhuzh this up a little bit and make it a little bit more pretty. There we go. And let's round this out with a roll for sparkling water. 1. Unflavored. This one I'm not mad at because I love unflavored sparkling water. Also, I like to take every opportunity I possibly can to show off my very, very pretty sparkler that's Arc brand and not SodaStream because we don't fuck with SodaStream. I do, on the other hand, need sparkling water every moment of the day. And sometimes at night. Let's eat, bitches. But first, we need that sparkling water. And, of course, my leftover coffee. There she is. Now, one thing about me is I love stuffed bell peppers, but I mostly like the red ones, so we'll see how this is. It has all the makings of something great and probably will have great balance, but let's give it a try. I will admit that I was super tempted to throw these in the oven for a little bit, and I somewhat regret that I didn't. I like it, all the flavors work, and it has the makings of good, but it's just short of great. And frankly, I think that this just deserves great. Also, I definitely kept thinking that I was going to drop a bunch of food down my cleavage. I think I do at some point. I think part of the issue here might have been that I put this back in the fridge for a little bit because I had to take a break in filming. And so anytime something is cold, it just kind of dampens the flavor a little bit. And I think heat might have really been the key here to bring out the flavors and meld them together a whole lot better. And, I'd really like to try this one again and see if I can improve upon it. Maybe a little bit of seasoning, maybe a sauce. I'm not still bitter about that one at all. No, not at all. But even without it, it's still perfectly serviceable, and there's nothing objectionable about it. It's just ever so short of being really, really good. But hey, I just added a side quest in Roll for Chorus to improve upon a girl dinner and see if I can make a perfect 10 out of it. So maybe I'll roll for that eventually. And maybe we'll get this one. Opportunities abound. And of course, we come to the point in the episode where I ask myself, if I were to play a character who were to rate this girl dinner a perfect 10, who would I be? Allow me to introduce Dr. Komali Aladri, who, when she was just a baby, she and her mom were abandoned by her father, so her mother moved them to a druidic commune. It was all a little too hippy-dippy for her, and so when she was of age, she decided to go to the university in the city. Though she wasn't into the, woo-woo aspect of their life back on the commune, she was intensely interested in the plant life that they nurtured. As such, she decided to study botany. She enrolled in a wizarding track that focused on transmutation and learned the magical science of plant life. Her senior project focused on creating a species of magical pepper that grew an entire meal inside of it rather than just seeds, which was brilliant stuff, but it tasted a little iffy. Still, you can't say that it was bad work for an undergrad. Upon graduation, rather than pursuing further studies at university, she decided that she needed to get out in the wider world and learn more about food cultures to improve upon the flavor and the texture inside of her very special peppers. Though, seeing that her skill set didn't exactly equip her for adventuring, she sought out some companions from the schools of rogue and barbarian to help her along. If I was her, I would rate this girl dinner a perfect 10. As it is, I, Kendra, give it a 7.5.
This is my meal. I call this girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl